Hi, I'm Dave Gardy for Maritime TV from our studios here near Washington, D.C. for this next ballast water treatment report with Steve Candito. With me via Skype from Long Island is Steve. Thanks for joining us, Steve.
Hey, Dave. Good morning. How are you today?
Good. Now, here there's a lot of interest in this recent Coast Guard announcement regarding dry dock extensions and installations. What was going on with this, and how are they granting them so that the installations of the ballast water treatment system could take place? What's this all about?
So, Dave, we really need to start this discussion going back about a year ago when the Coast Guard was first phasing out the extensions. As you might remember from a long time ago, they were giving out extensions routinely because there were no approved systems. About a year ago, they had 5, 6, 7, 8 approved systems. So the Coast Guard said, all right, we're not going to really be giving these extensions out so easily anymore. The owner really has to show why they might need an extension. And at that time, they also said that if your dry dock date slips as part of this extension process, well then the owners were looking to say, oh, all right, I have this 5-year extension, my dry dock date slipped by 30 days, then just add 30 days on to the end of my 5-year extension. Coast Guard said, no, we need to encourage people to put these systems on. So they said, we might still give you an extension, but we're going to use the original dry dock date, not the next dry dock date, and then maybe we'll give you like 2.5 years. But that didn't really help the owners because that put them mid-cycle on their 5-year cycles, and the owners wouldn't want to take the ships out of the water. So the policy a year ago really wasn't much help to the owners.
So now what did this do, this announcement from the Coast Guard, to change that?
Well, basically it's a complete 180, and I think it has taken the industry a little bit by surprise. So they've gone back to the position that the owners were advocating a year ago, which said if I have an extension and my current dry dock date slips a little bit, 30 days, 60 days because of maybe just the dry dock's not available, or maybe there was an issue such as I put the vessel in early because I'm installing a scrubber system. Now the Coast Guard's saying, okay, what I'm going to do is give you whatever that slippage was on the end of the next dry dock date. So the owner gets to preserve sort of that 5-year extension versus the 2.5 years.
So why do you think this took place?
Well, that's the key question. And of course, I don't know anything for sure on this. I'm probably just speculating a little bit, but I think this is sort of supported speculation based on what I know is going on in the industry, and certainly what I know is going on in my own company, Ecochlor. So a year ago, not many people were putting systems on, and that's why the Coast Guard was very stringent about the extensions and encouraging people to put the systems on. Now, a year later, we see the industry doing the right thing. They're putting the systems on. And I think what we're noticing is that there's so much demand for systems that the industry or the manufacturing industry may be not keeping up. And so the Coast Guard kind of had to reverse course here and give the owners a little bit more time because they might not be able to get a ballast water treatment system in time for their dry dock date. And again, I can give you some firsthand experience with ourselves. Our normal delivery time is about 6 months. And right now our order book for 2019 is basically full. So we're telling owners that, yeah, if you're an existing customer or maybe you have a sister ship, we can still meet that sort of 6-month lead time. But if you're a new customer or it's a different design ship where we have to do some design work, we're now looking at telling our customers that you might need to wait 7 months to get that system, which means you're basically going to be already taken out to 2020 before we can put one of these systems on board your vessel.
Interesting. So I can see why they did that. Now, if people want to find out more about this Coast Guard guidance and this most recent announcement regarding dry dock extensions, where should they go?
Yeah, the Coast Guard's been very good about this. They actually have their Maritime Commons blog on their website. So if you just Google Maritime Commons blog, it'll pop right up and they can get more information on this next scheduled dry dock discussion.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate the time you've taken to talk to us today from Skype from New York. We've been talking to Steve Candito, CEO of Ecochlor, and also here on the Ballast Water Treatment Report with Steve Candito. I'm Dave Gardy from Maritime TV. Thanks for joining us.